Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing my first ever HomeWorx by Slatkin haul, and I'm so freaking excited about this. So before I get into it, I do want to give you a little bit of a background because these candles have been out for a while, and as you guys noticed, you haven't seen anything about them on my channel or on my Instagram. This is my very first purchase. So I'm the type of person, I really don't have like the FOMO when it comes to the newest and greatest thing. Like candles or anything. New stuff is not really for me. Unless it's something like that I know I'm gonna love. But typically like when new things come out, I'm more like to sit back and see. Like I like to watch the reviews. And I don't really like purchase other stuff. So like when I say like new things, I kind of really am like just talking about candles because like that's my hobby, that's what I buy, that's what I'm into, it's what I spend my money on. And yeah, I don't tend to run out and need to be the first one to grab it because I like to see what everyone else says about it. I like to just sit back, watch the reviews, read the posts on Instagram, follow reviewers that I love and trust. My favorite reviewer actually when it comes to candle reviews has always been Mr. Kong's mom. Melanie is amazing. She's so honest. Her reviews are so in-depth. And she just has a great way of describing things. And as I've gotten to know her, I've gotten to know like her scent preferences and, you know, the types of scents that she likes. So when she describes a scent, like whether she likes it or not, I'm able to tell if I'm gonna like it or not, which is great to have. So she and one of my friends in real life were the two catalysts to why I placed this order. Melanie was raving about the candles, and then one of my friends, like in real life, purchased a bunch of them, and she was like, no, you need them. They're so worth the hype. They're really good. So when they came out around the holidays, my first thought was those are gorgeous. Like I really loved the shape of the jar. I love the monogram on the lid. I love that the jars have like the feet, whatever this is called. I thought they were really pretty. However, when I started watching the reviews of the Christmas candles, what I did not like about them, because I thought they just looked like this, right? When I saw the Christmas videos, I did not like that the label went all the way around the candle. And that's a Lindsay thing, that's a personal thing, and that's because I am really anal with my home decor, like really, really anal. And everything I have in here is like black, white, and silver, and that's pretty much it. And when those candles came out at Christmas time, my Christmas decor was also black and white. Like I had a white tree, my ornaments were black and white. Like, oh, I had a real tree in the back, but it was covered with black ornaments. I keep everything very neutral. And when the HomeWorx candles came out for the holiday line, and they were so vibrant and colorful and like reds and greens and Christmas colors, it just reminded me of like my parents' house, my grandparents' house, which is like everything I'm trying to get away from. I just have a very particular style, and the candles that I did put out around the holidays, like if I had like colorful Bath & Body Works candles, they went into a white candle holder, like, or I would just throw them in my kitchen, which is where I'm sitting right now, which is why you see a colored thing in here, because we still have to redo our kitchen, and I hate it. It's not my style whatsoever. You won't see any pictures of my kitchen because I hate it right now. Once we redo it, I'll be fine. So yeah, all throughout my house where it is like finished and everything, all the candles I used was I bought a lot of those Bath & Body Works marble lid candles because they were black and silver, dark gray. I did buy like one gold one that I put on my bar cart, but yeah, you guys know, you've watched my videos long enough, you know that like packaging and labels are just as important to me as like the scent. And the Christmas HomeWorx candles simply did not fit my aesthetic. And I know that is like such a douchey thing to say, but in all honesty, that's the only reason why I didn't purchase them. Because the scent sounded good, but I was like, I can't do it because I know I'm not going to put these out. So anyway, when the summer collection came out, then things changed because summer is my glory. Like I live my best life in the summer. I'm all about the summer. It's my happy time. It's my favorite time of year. It's my favorite time for home fragrance. I love summer scents, like beachy, suntan lotion, coconut, salty sea air, beachy fragrances. Like those are my jam. I like those so much better than like the pumpkins, the minties, the Christmas. Well, I love all those scents too, but those are like scents that need a time and a place. But like summer fragrances are just the shit. I love them year round. I love them. And when I saw the packaging on these, I felt like there's a lot I can do with them because they're very beautiful. Some of them have like natural looking scenery. And then the other ones that are a little more fruity, I figured I could just put into my guest house, which is the opposite of my house. It's very vibrant and colorful in there. And I wouldn't want to put a Christmas candle in my guest house because no one uses that place in the winter. We use it in the summer. That's when we have people over and everyone hangs out in the guest house because it's right out there by the pool. So if you're like wet, you can traipse in back there wet. Like it's fine. I don't care. No one's coming in wet to like my main house. And I do burn candles in there all throughout the summer because we're always hanging out in there in the summer. So I figured the ones with the labels I don't love, they will have a home in the guest house, and the ones with the labels I do love will be great here in my home. So that's a really long ass introduction. But I feel like this background here is very vibey and pretty, and I'm like really digging it. So I hope you are too. Or I hope you're just like literally doing something and living your life and not just staring at the screen. Because if you are, you probably hate me right now. So let's get into it. These come in pairs of 2, and I feel like I'm just like saying the same things you've heard a billion times because everyone's kind of had the same feedback where they're like, oh, I hate that you have to buy them in sets of 2. I gotta be honest, I really don't mind. I buy diptyque candles. I buy $65 candles that are like literally the size of this votive you see in front of you. I don't give a fuck. I like the price. It is what it is. It doesn't bother me. At the end of the day, you're still only paying $20 a candle, which for this, which I feel like is a huge, very weighty, very substantial. I mean, when I first received these, I was like, wow, these are bigger than I expected. These were way more than I expected. They feel way more luxurious than I expected. They absolutely like exceeded my expectations. And I have to say, I was thrilled when I opened the box and saw these, like, thrilled. It was like love at first sight with me. So I feel like the price is totally justified. Like I said, I've spent way more on candles that are like a fraction of the size of this, and it is what it is. Some people like to buy $200 pairs of jeans. I think that's absurd. I buy my jeans on sale at American Eagle. That's it. I've been wearing the same pairs of jeans that I've had literally no joke since high school. I spend my money on candles. It is what it is, and that's going to be a personal preference. Everyone's going to have something to say about the price. Me personally, I really don't give a shit. A lot of people are also kind of bitchy about you have to buy the scents together. Like, I wish I could just buy what I want to buy. That doesn't bother me either because he's selling them and being like, you should burn these together, and they're going to create their own scent together. And I really dig that. I think that's cool. I think that's like a really fun experience, and I do want to try. I mean, I don't know. I gotta be honest because I also kind of feel like, well, I want to burn these together in one place, and like I have big enough space where I would burn 2 3-wick candles, and I do. Typically, I'll burn like 2 of the same Bath & Body Works candles to get a throw. I need to do like 2 wax warmers per room to get a throw. So I was really intrigued of the idea of buying 2 candles for the purpose of having it in one area and like them complementing each other. So when I was buying the candles, I wasn't looking at, do I like this one, but I don't, like, I didn't go into the purchase with that mindset. I went into the purchase of what pairing sound like they'll be great together. And I actually like bought them thinking of the pairing. And I found that really exciting. I thought that was cool. It was different. It was a unique buying experience. And then the mystery of it because you're actually not smelling it in person. But it didn't really bother me because I'm like, well, I'm gonna smell them side by side. I'm gonna smell them on their own, but it's not gonna be the same as burning them in one room. So even if I smelt them in the store, it wouldn't be the same experience that I would get of burning them both together and them creating their own unique scent. So, and plus, like, I guess too, like, I buy wax like every week, all the time, scent unseen, like not being able to smell it, just trusting that like, that description sounds good, I'm gonna get it. I do that on the regular. So it wasn't like, oh my God, I can't smell them. So yeah, I feel like I'm definitely in the minority with like purchasing these and just like my opinion on it versus everyone else's. But what seemed to have been like the big ticket items for people didn't really bother me. The only thing that did bother me that a lot of other people have complained about, that I agree with, is the shipping. I think the shipping is, what's the word? Fucked up. It's asinine. The shipping is asinine. So I bought these two together and I had to pay $5 shipping for this pair and I had to pay $5 shipping for this pair. So I had to pay $10 in shipping. Like, why? If you buy them together and they're coming in one order, why the fuck can't I just pay one flat rate shipping? Like, that makes no sense to me. Fortunately, I was watching Mr. Kong's video, Mr. Kong's mom video, and Melanie had said that, and she was like, it's not a HomeWorx thing, it's a QVC thing. It's just the way they do their shipping, and like, anytime you purchase from QVC, that's how it is. They charge you shipping on each individual item. Made me happy. I'm not a fucking QVC shopper because that would irritate the fuck out of me. But anyway, God, can I yap anymore? So here's what I grabbed. I forgot whose Instagram I saw on this because, like I said, I'm big into packaging, I'm big into labels, and while I did not buy the holiday collection for the label, I 100% bought these collections for the labels. So I think it was Tina Divalicious Instagram. It was either him or In-N-L's, Kevin's. Those are the two that I've really been like stalking down regarding the HomeWorx candles. And it was one of the two of those guys that mentioned that this particular one, Tre Sunrise, is supposed to look like an actual sunrise when the candle is burning. So when the candle is burning, you're gonna see the flames, because what he did was, as you can see, like, this is the wax, this yellow. It's this yellow, yellowy type of wax. And the greenery and the beach scene and the hammock and everything, this is all opaque on the label, and the skyline is actually translucent. So you can see through to the wax. So when the flames are burning down, this translucent part is literally gonna look like the sun setting in the island sky with the scenery in front of it. And Senescence or In-N-L posted a picture on their Instagram, and it did, like, it absolutely looked like a sunset on this candle with that flame in the background. And it was probably one of the most beautiful things I had ever seen. And it was so unique. And I was like, wow, that is just really cool. I don't even care what the scent is, because I figured Tre is Tre Flower and it was gonna be floral, and I hate florals. But I was like, that's a dope packaging. I want that, I need that. So that was what had me hooked. And then when I saw the pairings and I saw that the floral was paired with a fruity sangria drink, I said, you know what? I think I can get down with that. I think these would actually smell really good together, because when you're adding like this juicy fruitiness to the floral scent, it's gonna smell really beachy. So the only florals I can do is like a beachy floral. Like, one of my favorite perfumes is Kai perfume, and it's a floral. It's very like out of my comfort zone, but it just reminds me of like Hawaii. Like when you go there and it's like lush and there's gardens and flowers on the beach, and you do get like a floral, salty ocean breeze smell. And that's kind of what I envisioned when I saw this coupling, and I was like, that would be really great together. And then I figured if I didn't burn them together, this is like a perfect one to put in my guest house, because we go in there to make drinks. Like the Vitamix is in there, we go in there and like blend up pina coladas and like all the wines, the beers, whatever are in there. And like, that's what we go in there for, like to grab snacks, to grab a drink, like, you know, if someone just wants to like cool off in the AC. So I was like, this would be a perfect scent to put in there. And then this actually really matches the guest house, because it's just all like rich, vibrant, summery colors. And then this one I felt like would just be beautiful, like over in my front entry. And I'm never really out and about in there, so if I didn't like this floral scent, I already had a place in my home to put it where it would just be a pretty little thing to see, but not necessarily in a room where I would be sitting and smelling it all day. But anyway, and then when I did smell these, I was like, these would be bomb together, like mixed together. It's gonna smell so good. So Tre Sunrise is Tre Flower, honeysuckle, jasmine, vanilla, and gardenia. So the few florals that I do actually like are honeysuckle and gardenia. Gardenia is a very nostalgic scent to me. It's just something a lot of the women in my family like wear as perfumes or have scented throughout their house. And for whatever reason, I never associated gardenia with being like old lady-ish. I just associated it with like a comforting scent that reminded me of some like kick-ass women in my family, and it just like makes me feel good. And then honeysuckle is just a scent that I like because I grew up like we had like fresh honeysuckle like in the backyard. My mom's a big time gardener. And yeah, honeysuckle is like one floral I can just do. It never really smells artificial to me. It never smells old lady-ish to me. It reminds me of like a true fresh honeysuckle. Tre Flower, I can take or leave. It's supposed to be a little bit beachy, but a lot of times it is too floral for me. Jasmine smells like grandma's breath. I cannot do jasmine. And then vanilla, I love vanilla. So even with the jasmine note in here, I was like, I'll take a chance. I highly doubt the jasmine is gonna overpower with all this other stuff going on. And it really does not. And this actually smells beautiful. And I am shocked and delighted to tell you that I'm digging a floral right now. This is freaking lovely. This is so good. It's so beachy. It's so pretty. This is like a floral for a younger girl. Like I feel like maybe like a college girl who's like just getting into buying like perfumes and just getting into like, you know, more of a like mature fragrance. Like this would be the floral that she would gravitate towards, because it doesn't smell overly feminine, it doesn't smell old lady-ish, and it doesn't smell heavily floral. It's more of a fresh floral. It smells like summer. It smells like if you go to a beach resort in Hawaii and like they've planted gardens everywhere and it's just like so lush and vibrant. That's what this smells like. Like these candles are supposed to take you to a destination, and this one does for me. It totally takes me back to Hawaii. I'm just obsessed. Or like when we were in Aruba, we stayed in this hotel where like it didn't even have walls, or not Aruba, it was Curacao, where like the lobby was all open, like there's no walls anywhere because it's just like at the beach and like it doesn't really rain and it's just like wide open, and you just smell like the gardens and the beach and the sea breeze. Ugh, this is just taking me to such a happy place, and like this is just so stunning. I'm just absolutely obsessed with the label. And even though it doesn't say it in the description, I feel like there's something just like slightly fruity in here that is just gonna be so bomb mixed with that white sangria, and I'm just so excited to pair these two. I'm really excited to burn them separately and to like I'm hyped for these candles. I really am. And I love this so much. Like I said, I love like the little pedestal aspect of this. This is so heavy. This thing is gigantic. I truly have nothing bad to say about it. I'm obsessed. And then the lid has his monogram on it. Just totally obsessed. So that's Tre Sunrise, and over here is White Sangria. Now I was a little nervous about this one because sometimes like peach is not my fave, but my husband actually smelled this before, and this is one of those ones like I could totally do without these labels. But another thing Melanie mentioned in her video is that you can actually peel these off. So but then again, like this is like bright yellow. So even if I peeled this off, I'm not really loving the yellow wax. So that's what I'm saying. I'm probably just gonna leave it as is and throw this in my guest house because this label like totally goes with the vibe that I have going on in there. So yeah, this is sweet peach, white cherry juice, pineapple, coconut rum, apricot nectar, and raspberry. Now, if I saw this on a menu somewhere, I would order this in a heartbeat. Like this drink sounds so delicious. Yeah, so anyway, when I got this, I opened this package with my husband, and you guys know he is like opinionated AF and will say exactly how he feels. So he grabbed this and he was like, ooh, white sangria. And he's like, this looks really good. And then he smelled it and he was obsessed. Like he loved this scent. I think he likes it more than I do, but I do really enjoy this more than I thought I would. It is so juicy, so juicy. It smells like a ripe peach, like when the juices like run down your arm when you take a bite. That's what it smells like. And I'm getting like a hint of the pineapple. It just smells so ripe. It smells so ridiculously ripe. Like it just smells like a ripe fruit salad that was just like maybe sitting out in the sun for like 5 minutes, like not enough where it gets like gross, but enough where like it just, the flavors start to all like meld together and you can like walk past and you can smell it. Like it just smells ripe, fresh, juicy, just fruity goodness. This is so, like any fruity lover would be obsessed with this. And I love my fruits and I am digging this. So this is just gonna be perfect in my guest house. I mean, this would be perfect really in any room in the house, but I think it's gonna be exceptionally great in that guest house because it's so vibrant. It's so punchy and juicy, and like what a great fragrance to walk into when you're coming from outside, and like, you know, you can just like walk in there and you're just like greeted with like this white sangria, fruity, juicy goodness. Like that just sounds so lovely to me, and I cannot wait for summer. So the second pairing that I got, and this is another one I got totally for the label and also from In-N-Out, Kevin. He posted this on Instagram and his description had me drooling. I was like, oh my God, that sounds incredible. I need this in my life. So thank you, Kevin, for posting about this because honestly, I don't think I would have grabbed this pairing. I really don't. There was nothing in this that like called to me, with the exception, of course, of the label, because this is like, this label is everything. But when he described, I think he described it as like the fruity powerhouse, but like whatever he said, oh my God, like literally mouth-watering. It sounded so good. And I was like, all right, you did it. You convinced me. I need it and I bought it. And I am so happy that I did. So Island Palm, can we just take several moments for this mother freaking candle? Because y'all, I am shook. This label is everything. This is just, can I be there right now? I want to be laying under these palms on the beach. So when I saw this label, I did not think Island Palm would be a fruity scent. I thought this was going to be like a beach grass greenery type scent. And beach grass was a Slatkin candle, right? Because that was at Bath & Body Works back in the day. And that was like one of the candles that got me hooked. And I'm still like a little bit shocked that I love that candle as much as I do because it's very green. And I am not a grass scent person. I am not a green floral person, but like that beach grass, that was delish. And that's kind of what I thought this was gonna be, but it's not. It's, if you read the description, it is watermelon, mango, grapefruit, red fruits, vanilla, and plumeria. And I was like, ooh, because all these scents with the vanilla and the plumeria, which is like a really nice, like, I don't want to say fruity floral, but like something about plumeria always like makes me think like fruity perfumey, like it's not like just heavy floral. I was like, that actually sounds really nice. So that compared with that alongside with Kevin's description, I was like, done. That's it. I'm sold. And I'm obsessed with this, the bright green wax, this stunning label. So again, you're going to see the flames come through, and then you have the opaque palm leaves, and then this is just going to be glowing. Like, how decadent would this be? Just like sitting out on your family room table, like the middle of summer, like literally at sunset, like sitting, you just come in from the pool or the beach, wherever you are, and like you're just chilling in your living room, maybe listening to music, watching TV, like having a crisp cold glass of wine and this beautiful candle glowing along. Like I just, I love it. Like I'm just obsessed. So anyway, this is summer. This just smells like summer. It smells like melons and suntan lotion to me. Like, you know the Banana Boat suntan lotion, how it's like fruity, or like the oils? I don't know, this just reminds me of like cool melons, like eating melons at the beach, but like you can smell your suntan lotion too. And there's nothing in here that screams suntan lotion, but it's giving me a suntan lotion beachy vibe. And then I'm getting all the melons together. Even though it just says watermelon, but I smell like honeydew and watermelon and sunscreen. I don't know, it smells like summer, like summer fruitiness, summer fruity goodness. Just, it's not like juicy, it's like a fresh fruitiness, like a fresh like a fresh melon type of scent, just very, very summery, very tropical, very vacation-esque. This takes me right to the beach, and I'm loving every second of it. And this label is just, y'all, it's giving me life. It is just giving me life. I am just obsessed. I'm obsessed. Like these, oh, did I do this upside down? These summer ones were so worth the wait for me. Like I would not have been this hype if I had bought these in the winter, and the Christmas ones. Like these babies are up my alley. So now Island Palms pairing. Here, maybe I'll just do this so you can see it, because that is just too pretty to not be in the frame. My lighting is not good today. Island Palms pairing, and this is my last candle because we've been chatting for a long time now. Island Palms pairing with Kiwi Margarita. And now this sounds really good to me, both as a candle and as a drink. Like I wish I had this right here, right now. I would love a Kiwi Margarita right now. Margaritas are definitely my favorite like cocktail type drink. So these just look so pretty together. And honestly, I don't even think I would put the Kiwi Margarita, like banish it to the guest house. I'll probably keep this out because this is just bright and summery, and yes, it's colorful, but it's so just like, I don't know, there's something about it that isn't like overwhelmingly like too colorful. Like I would not mind leaving this out. And I do feel like these would be really juicy and summery and fruity goodness together. These are two that I most likely will be burning as a pair in my house and really enjoying. So Kiwi Margarita is a yellow glass, and it is kiwi, chilled melon, Caribbean lemon, crushed mint, and sparkling sugar water. So again, I'm really digging the like double insulation here. Like this guy, not crushing the wicks, and then these two, like just really A+++ for the packaging. Really, really loving it. Where is your little like, okay, there we go. So this guy. This is fizzy goodness. You get the effervescent, you get the fruitiness. I mean, it really smells like a drink. Like a fizzy, sugary, fruity drink. Oh my goodness. I love this. It's not overwhelmingly lemon. Kind of almost smells like Sprite, like a little more fruitiness. If you like fizzy scents, like this is so up your alley, and I do love me some fizzies. I may start this like in the spring. I may not wait for the summer for this because I do like to melt fizzy scents in the spring, and I feel like this would just go so perfectly with my fizzy scents. So yeah, that is it. That is my HomeWorx haul. And I did only get 2 pairings, and the reason for that was because I didn't know the throw yet. But a lot of people have been saying he reformulated these candles from the winter collection, and they do throw stronger. And also, I was like, you know what? 2 per room, like that's pretty up my alley. So I'm sure I can get something from the 2 of them. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how these do. I hope they throw well. I kind of want to go back and get that Guava Sunrise pairing because that label is just so pretty. I mean, they all just sound so good. Like I'm head over heels in love with this summer collection, the packaging, all of it. I'm super excited for these. And yeah, just they are gorgeous. The shipping was super quick. They came like instantly, and it was instant happiness for me. I'm just really blown away by the packaging. They just feel, they feel really luxurious. They feel really nice. I know a lot of people are like comparing them to Bath & Body Works. I kind of feel like there's no comparison. Like they are so much heavier, like well made. They don't feel like Bath & Body Works to me. They feel extremely different. Like not all 3 wicks are the same. Not all 3 wicks is just gonna be like a Bath & Body Works candle. Like I remember watching Bren's review, which was like really mean. And she was like comparing them to like Kohl's and Bath & Body Works, and like, girl, I don't know where she drew that comparison from. Like these do not remind me of Bath & Body Works or Kohl's, like at all. These are far more elevated. I mean, you can just tell. You can tell when you smell them. They don't smell cheap. Like a lot of fruity scents. Even I go into Yankee Candle, Bath & Body Works, and like fruity scents just smell very BO-ish to me. And like these smell authentic. These are just it's definitely like an elevated fragrance experience, and I'm really, really, really happy. And I am just like I said, I'm thrilled. Like, I have nothing bad to say. Like, these are a 10 out of 10 on first impressions. I'm really hyped to see how they perform. I hope they do well for me, but from what people have been saying, I think they're gonna be good. Yeah, and that's it. I think I'm done rambling for now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.